All right, happy Wednesday night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Welcome into the Hat Creek Interior studios tonight. Hat Creek Interiors, you can find them online, hatcreek.us if you live outside the Lubbock area. If not, go to 10101 South Slide Road, check out their showroom. The most amazing Western style custom furniture accessories you'll ever see. You need them in your house. You don't have to own a ranch to live like it. We think Hat Creek Interiors making Raiderland better every day. Just amazing people. Corey Flanagan and his staff. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Drop on by or hit them on the Facebook page. They got a great Facebook page. Hey, they even give you like free tips on keeping your furniture looking good during the holidays when you spill stuff on it. Don't panic. Go to Hat Creek Interiors Facebook page. They'll tell you what we're talking about. All right, tonight, Texas Tech football will not finish fifth in the college football playoff rankings. We can assure you of that. They will not finish fifth. The question is, where will they finish? Where do you think they're going to finish? I've told you where I think they will finish based on what I think they're going to do. You tell me. Also tonight, Texas Tech basketball today. The noon, day before Thanksgiving, ain't nobody going to show up and go to this game. They wear down New Orleans 82-50. Good things, positive things, things to take away. And then what if Wednesday, brought to you by Shropshire Insurance of Texas. You'll never ask what if when it comes to insurance if you've got Shropshire Insurance of Texas on your side. Call Jeff next week, not this week. They're, it's Thanksgiving. Independent, just like you are, in the world of insurance. What if the Dallas Cowboys never agreed to play the annual Thanksgiving Day game that they did in 1966 against the Cleveland Browns? What if the Cowboys just said, no, we're not going to do it? We don't want to do it. That's dumb. Who's going to come to a game on Thanksgiving? Of course, the Cowboys back then were so kind of desperate in a way that they were like, yeah, we'll do it. We got to do something to get past Cleveland. Got to get past Green Bay, San Francisco at different times. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. What if the Cowboys never did that? Would they have become America's team? Imagine a world, if you will, where the Cowboys never played on Thanksgiving in the annual game. It was Detroit and Philadelphia, and every year Philadelphia hosted. All right, tell me your thoughts on that. And it's not on the slug headline, but will Eric Morris win at Oklahoma State? Will the former Red Raider receiver, the pride of Shallowater, Texas, the Elf, will he win at Oklahoma State, yes or no? Tell me why he will win, why he won't. All of those things coming down. Your thoughts, your comments on the United Supermarkets chat line in 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, TheRaiderland.com, here in the Hat Creek Interior studios tonight, brought to you by our friends at Lifts West Hotel and Condominium in Red River, New Mexico. Snow's been falling. They're making snow at night. They got the runs open. That's a good thing. In skiing terms, that's a good thing. In non-skiing terms, if you got the runs open, that could be bad. Never mind. Anyways, when you want to go skiing in the ski town of the Southwest, you want to hit up Lifts West, right there in the heart of Red River, but just minutes away by walk, by feet, to the slopes, right next to our friends at Red River Brewery and Distillery. So you're not going to be thirsty or hungry or anything else. Yeah, Lifts West Hotel and Condominium. That's our home away from home in Raiderland where we're staying in Red River proper. You call my friend Billy Hurst. You tell him Raiderland sent you. Book your ski trip right now because they are making great snow, and they're getting some snow too. And they're going to get some, I think, next week when we get really cold, like on Monday, Tuesday. I think they're going to get some up there. All right, let's get it going. Your thoughts, your comments, everything else on Thanksgiving Eve. I know. Hey, it's kind of a quasi-holiday. This is the day before Thanksgiving, is the traditional night when all you people come back into town, wherever your hometown is, whether it's Lubbock, and I never moved away from West Texas. So I was the guy when people were coming into town going, hey, man, let's go meet up somewhere. Let's hang out tonight. So I get it. Tonight's that night out. That's cool stuff, yeah. That's good. So maybe some of y'all are like going back home tonight. Well, bring us along for the ride. Tell us where you are and what you're doing. James is old school, giving us thumbs up, letting us know the audio is good, the video is good. You get on the United Supermarkets chat line, the grocery store that supports West Texas and Texas Tech and has for decades and puts their name on it. They're closed tomorrow, but you've probably got about another, 5 hours? I'm not sure what time they close tonight. Any of y'all still have to go to the grocery store tonight? Guys, any of you out there doing a grocery run tonight? Let us know. You tell us tonight on the United Supermarkets chat line. So where do we want to start tonight? The what if Cowboys thing I think is interesting to me, that I think playing on Thanksgiving was one of the biggest reasons they became a national brand in the 1970s. That Tex Schramm understood it as the general manager of the Cowboys. Clint Murchison, the owner, he didn't care. He was partying. He didn't care. We're doing okay. Yeah. But Tex Schramm understood the value of a standalone game on Thanksgiving and hosting it. A lot of NFL owners back at the time, I know it sounds crazy, but when this thing got started, a lot of NFL owners were like, who is going to leave their house on Thanksgiving? Who's going to go to an NFL game? We'll get killed. We'll lose money. We're not going to do it. They didn't want to do it. The Cowboys embraced it. The Lions embraced it. The Lions had a little bit more history off and on in the 50s, 60s with this, but it was 1966 when the Cowboys first did it. The old history question tonight, though, is what if they never do it? How important do you think it has been over the decades that Dallas plays every Thanksgiving Day? The Cowboys are going to play. They're going to be there. And I specifically look at it in the rise in the 70s when they were doing that. When they were good, they were getting good. They were, winning Super Bowl VI and you're winning, ton of games, and you're there on Thanksgiving, and the Redskins are trying to beat you, and, you're playing whoever, whatever on Thanksgiving. That became part of the lore. If that doesn't happen, if you're not playing that game, are you just another good team? I don't know, like the Raiders. The Raiders were just another good team in the NFL in the 70s. They never became America's team. Of course, they were just a bunch of criminals. That's beside the point. How much do you think that playing on Thanksgiving matter? And I would put this to the younger fans, or even not so much younger fans. If Dallas didn't play every year on Thanksgiving, how much would you care about the Thanksgiving Day games? It's just, if you're not a Cowboy fan or a Lions fan, are the games just like, okay, Thursday night football, it's a good game I'll watch, but otherwise? I'm intrigued. Want to know what you guys think. All right, let's get it going on the United Supermarkets chat line. We'll go as long as the conversation is good. Texas Tech basketball thoughts tonight, 82-50 over New Orleans. You had Anderson going for 23, Toppin went 19 and 16. Tech was 11 of 24 long range, 45% better, but you probably weren't getting guarded very much. And if you want to talk about the elf tonight, Eric Morris, will he win at Oklahoma State? Why not? On that United Supermarket chat line, James, I think Morris will be successful by year 3. He will be a culture changer. All right, so that's part of the deal there at Oklahoma State. Why were they losing? I think Oklahoma State has more than enough NIL money. All right. They might not have a single Cody Campbell or Jason Sellers. They got more than enough NIL money. So did it all boil down to Mike Gundy not embracing transfers, not embracing NIL? By the time he did it, it was too late. You say by year 3. I think by year 2 anymore. I think the turnaround time is compressed now because of the transfer portal, because of NIL and everything else. We used to talk about football being an aircraft carrier to turn around and basketball being a speedboat. You need 1 or 2 good guys in basketball, you turn around. You need 25 good guys in football. Well, now you can go get 25 good guys in football almost as easily as 2 or 3 good guys in basketball. People want to talk about Eric Morris tonight. Oh, do we want to talk about Texas Tech and the college football rankings? Won't be number 5, no matter what. Nah, don't want to talk about that. Don't want to talk about the rankings, Eliza. We want to talk about Eric Morris. Joseph, he will win at Oklahoma State because he knows how to relate to the young players. In the pay-for-play era, Oklahoma State is willing to support their team. I generally agree with that statement. Chris says on Facebook, by the way, you guys can join us on Facebook, Ryan It's Raiderland, free. YouTube channel, Ryan It's Raiderland, don't cost nothing. Everybody on YouTube, we want 700 subscribers by the end of the week. So hit like, share, and put it out there. And then on Twitter, X at Ryan Hyatt Media. All free, all the time. And you ought to subscribe to them all, because if you're only on like YouTube, you might miss out on our daily dose of West Texas that people seem to really enjoy, that we put on our Facebook page. And I think it goes out on Twitter X. Yeah, it goes out on Twitter X. That you never know what's going to be on one that's not on the other. Chris, I think with transfer portal and NIL, they could get to 6 wins next year. Yeah. I mean, if he brings that quarterback up, and I assume he gonna, talking about Eric Morris in Oklahoma State, that he can. You can get to 6 wins. I think Oklahoma State is a fascinating incubator of college football right now, that you can get down real quick, but you can get good real quick if you do it right. Meanwhile, there's North Carolina and Bill Belichick. But meanwhile, the Big 12. All right, Texas Tech, 5 of the college football rankings. I have no problem with that. Last night, if you were on during the show, we were kind of doing this live while it was happening. It took, 34 minutes delay to get this thing going. But I still maintain, as we go into Thanksgiving tomorrow, that Texas Tech will not finish 5th. That no matter what happens, I don't see a scenario where they finish 5th. All right. Scenario number 1. Win Saturday against West Virginia. Go to the Big 12 title game. Next week, they do the rankings, you're 5. I mean, A&M could lose to Texas, I suppose, and you might move up 1, maybe. Is that the most likely scenario, where you move up even before the Big 12 championship game? Either way, I just don't see Tech going anywhere other than up or down, but not staying 5. And mainly because Big 10 and SEC teams got to play each other. You got to knock each other off. Texas Tech can get knocked off by BYU, and then that's where we come back again and say, see, you don't stay 5. That either you win you lose Saturday, and hey, good luck. You might be on the outside looking in, just on trying to get into not just the Big 12 title game, but getting into the college football playoff. So everything I say is based on Texas Tech covering the 24-point spread Saturday morning there at West Virginia as the number 1 point covering team in America. 10-1, nobody better against the spread than Tech. But you ain't staying 5. So where do you think you end up? Where do you think you end up? You tell us. Jump in on the United Supermarkets chat line tonight here in the Hat Creek Interior Studios. JCTT Thanksgiving Cowboy games absolutely help, coupled with Tech's wanting to be in East Division, etc. But for sure, Thanksgiving traditions over the past 40 years built around it. And that's why I say, regarding the Dallas Cowboy question, what if they never agree to play every year on Thanksgiving? I think it absolutely helped build the brand while you were winning in the 70s. And I think it's helped you keep the brand nationally over the last 20 years while you suck, that everybody knows, we're stuck with the Cowboys, or we got to get, you get the idea. JC mentions Tex Ram fighting hard to keep Dallas in the East Division, that he thought it was vitally important, 60s, 70s, that when the Cowboys came into the league, that they were in the television window on the East Coast markets. He didn't want to be subjugated into the Central Time Zone or even the dreaded West Time Zone, where Tex Schramm had worked with the Los Angeles Rams in the 1950s before coming to Dallas. And in the meantime, he became a professional photographer, taking pictures of kids and stuff like that for school. But anyhow, Tex Schramm knew that in that time frame, if you wanted to be relevant, you played in the East Coast in the East Division. Very important. JC Double T knows his history, Chris. And then there's Baylor that will tread water and fire Aranda next October. Yeah, Baylor right now is just a private school grease fire. A rudderless ship is Baylor right now, and it's going to bring them down. Darn, hate that. Joseph, if Tech is to be higher than 5, then conference championship games, be damned, it has to happen this week. Tech is to be higher than 5. Conference championship. No, Tech will be higher than 5 because of conference championship games, because the Big Ten will off one of the 2 teams that are in there. The SEC will off one of the 2 teams that are in there. That's how you get in. You win your conference championship game, you're a 1-loss major conference championship team. And as we wrote this morning on the website at theraiderland.com, if the Big 12 conference is a real conference and your champion is 12-1 and went, whatever and won against the spread all year long and destroyed teams, and you can't get a bye, then is the Big 12 really a power conference? I think the committee desperately wants to reward the Big 12 with a bye, and it would be at 3. Because then they can say, see, it's not all about the SEC and the Big 10. Look at Texas Tech. Look at little old Texas Tech. It shows all you got to do is go 12-1. You can be in. Chris on Facebook, the history of North Texas coaches jumping after jobs is pretty dismal. I hope for him he breaks through. I think a lot of them have taken bad jobs. The question becomes, Chris, is Oklahoma State still a good job? Now, there's still only so many Power 4 jobs. He's taken one. I think he's taken a good job. It's the biggest John Denver Bowl in history. Actually, it's not, because West Virginia is just not good enough for it to matter for both teams, for it to be a great John Denver Bowl. And really, why do we allow them to claim John Denver? They play a song he wrote. He didn't go there. I don't know how much time he spent there. The idea that they sit there and try to claim John Denver when he is a Red Raider and a freaking former, what is he, Phi Delta? No. Phi Delta? That didn't sound right. Was he a Teak? No, he wasn't a Sig Ep. What the hell? Teak, maybe? Maybe? Oh, hell. Anyhow, West Virginia has no legitimate claim to John Denver at all. That would be like if, Tech played a Tom Petty song and now it's us in Florida battling for Tom Petty. No. Ryan, I'm not certain Tech will jump Ohio State, Indiana. If those teams lose their championship game, you should. Winner of the Big Ten, winner of the SEC title game. Texas Tech, if they win out, the next highest ranked SEC Big Ten team after the title games. There you go. If I'm wrong, and I'll be the first to tell you I'm wrong, then none of this matters, and I don't know why Texas Tech and the Big 12 are involved. That if that's the case, then I don't know why the Big 12 is involved in it. And Brett Yormark, I would be on the phone saying, all right, fine, we're done. We'll go do something else. JCTT, yes, sir, regarding 5 seed of Tech at 5, they either got screwed or the committee really loves Tech or something. Confused there or something. There's no reason Oklahoma State shouldn't be consistently at the top of the Big 12. I agree in the current state of the Big 12. My friend Dagger Dan. Dealt? Like I dealt or dealt? There were the delts, and then there were the. Come on, you got a social grip, Dan. I was the Sigma Chi that wasn't a Sigma Chi. I signed so many Sigma Chi paddles in about 1990. People think, poor pledge guys thinking because I hung around a bunch of really cool Sigma Chi's that I was a Sigma Chi. Oh, jeez. But yeah, John Denver, they have no claim to John Denver. They play just because you play a song from John Denver in your West Virginia, you have no claim to him. This whole battle for John Denver. No, we got him. We got him. What do you want to fight? Okay, that's what I was thinking. When I was going through it in my mind, I was like, it's not Fidel, and he wasn't good looking enough to be a Tridelt. Get the idea. My man Danny Vaughn, by the way, everybody follow him on Twitter. And hey, Dan, go ahead and put up a link for that on your Twitter deal. He is a great Red Raider broadcaster, professional baseball for decades now. He helped me cut my teeth covering Texas Tech and everything back in the late 80s and early 90s. And, there you go. So he's a good dude. But you need to follow him. And I don't know what you're calling right now here and during the depths of winter and everything else. Figure you got something going on. Basketball may have won today. Still, I'm not impressed with Lewon Watts. He got a little bit better today. Let's see what the tab looked like on that. So Watts today played 23 minutes. Didn't shoot it very good, but he got to the line. He made 7 of 10, and that was a big thing he did last year at Washington State was get to the line. So 12 total points, 7 of 10. Yeah, 2 of 11 shooting. Texas Tech on the day, 43% from the field, 28-64, 11 of 21 long, 45-8, and then at the line, 15 of 25, 60%. That's substandard. You got to get better at that. I mean, I'm not going to lie, this team still has a lot of getting better to do. Now, Bamboye, we like what he's doing getting to the line, 7 of 10, 3 of 5, and he had 5 rebounds in 26 minutes today. Atwell today, he jumped in there, got you 13 points. Toppin, we mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. He had his 19 points, 16 rebounds. 9 on the offensive end, by the way. Thank you very much. What was the second chance points for Texas Tech today? 21-9. Yeah, that's correlated number right there. And then Christian, I always want to call him Cadillac Anderson after the old days at Phi Slamma Jamma. Maybe he's more of an Escalade guy. I don't know what his NIL deal is. But finally, 6 of 9 long range. He gets the threes, 23 points today. And how can you play 37 minutes, Christian? How can you play 37 minutes and not get a freaking rebound? Really? How do you do that? That's impressive. I mean, did you just beat a great team today? No, you didn't just destroy a great team today. You had a slow start and all that stuff. But, yeah, give them a little more time. All right? This time in the last couple of years, they've looked like dog puke at times. We have hammered them at times over got to do this better, that better. So give them a little more time. Yes, I did. There it is. Dan Vaughn Jr. at Dan Vaughn Jr. Follow him. Great Red Raider. Cool dude. I don't think he was ever the social chairman, but could have been. JC, if Tech wins 2 games, they should move up to 3. If they stay at 5, screwed. If Tech loses the championship game, 9-11. If at 5, committee really loves you. J. Rod's wife should do the flyover for John Denver. All right, so let's go back a little bit on this. If you beat West Virginia and you lose to BYU, we're just going to say BYU in the title game. Yeah, I think you're 9-11. I don't think you're out if you lose a good game. I don't think you're out. If you are, then again, Brett Yormark should be like, really? Why are we even doing this? And Kirby Hocutt and Cody Campbell should be like, why are we even a part of this if this is what it is right now? Andy, TTU, the Delts eventually made him an honorary member, and Dutch played music and sang at fraternity functions, eventually earning a following on campus and around Lubbock. Yeah, it sounds like it was copied and pasted from either Wikipedia or some sort of Texas Tech deal or something. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of pictures of him playing at frat parties and everything else, sort of like Pat Green. That's kind of the way, if you talk to some of the old timers, John Denver was the original Pat Green. All right. Hey, he went to Tech, around a lot of the parties he played, got drunk. We duct taped him to a sofa one time. It was funny. Put a funny hat on him. Yeah, he's passed out. It's funny. It's a big hat. It's funny. And he passed out, and we duct taped him. And then all of a sudden one day he's like famous. We're like, oh, shit, we should have been nicer to him, honestly. Any update on Baron Morton and other injuries? Morton's 100%. He is as good as he's going to be. And when I say 100%, I don't mean that his leg is 100%. I mean he is as good as it's going to get at this point with the upper tibia stress fracture. That's it. That's all. No better, no worse. Joseph, I saw Toppin attempt a hook shot today. That would be awesome to develop as a third shot for when they muscle him out of the paint. So, yeah, when we talk about hook shot, I mean, I think automatically go back to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and the sky hook. You do the little sky hook. It is, I think, lethal in today's game if you can do it because of the way they call fouls and the way you can protect yourself and move away. But nobody does it anymore. Good Lord, how old are you, Joseph, to just even know it's a hook shot? Now, I'm not talking about the old 1950s, load up down here around your knees and come up like this. I'm talking you go up and you do the flip. Guard the body away, guard the defender, body of the defender, move away, little flip shot. That if you're 6'9", 6'10", 6'7", even maybe, that you can do that. Magic Johnson figured it out. Good Lord. Played an entire final series as a post player doing that. It is, I think, one of the most lethal moves in basketball that nobody does today because they don't think it's cool, or really there's no way to learn it maybe or get it taught to you if you don't have somebody that knows how to actually coach it and do it. Yeah. Factual. JCWT, have a fabulous Thanksgiving with the family. We intend to. Thanks goes to you for all you do, informing and entertaining us each evening. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the kind words, man. We do this because we love it. We do this because it's fun. We do this because of you guys. And I'm so thankful to all of y'all, all of our great advertisers like Lifts West, Hotel and Condominium in Red River, New Mexico, Shropshire Insurance of Texas and Lubbock, United Supermarkets, Hat Creek Interiors, so many to name. But mainly, it's you guys that make all this stuff happen. And you sit here, every night, weeknights, and whenever we do the Live Life Well, Raiderland Rewind this weekend, and you jump in on the weekend and everything else, that you guys take time out and you participate and you share it. And it's just so cool. I love it. And I've been doing this in the media since 1989. And I can tell you right now, I've never had more fun doing what I do than what we're doing right now. all the decades of call-in shows and play-by-play and everything else, I totally love and enjoy. And I think that Dagger Dan, my man Danny Vaughn, can relate to this a little bit. The connection that we have these days and everything else, it's so much fun. But yeah, you guys have a great Thanksgiving as well. We're about out of here. About out of here. My 5 foot self couldn't master the sky hook back in the late 70s. You just need a little more room. Maybe mid court, you can make it work. The hook is only worth 2 points, so it is not worth it in today's game. Talking about the preoccupation and fascination with the 3-point shot that, hey, until Tech can hit better than like 25% against a good team, maybe just go to the hoop just a little bit more. That concerns me today that they're going to feel like, oh yeah, we got it figured out. We shot 45% today. You know, it's going to be great. Yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, most famous sky. He really was the only one with the sky hook. I mean, when you're 7 foot, you got the goggles. It should have been illegal. They could also jump up and do the sky hook over you. You know, should have been illegal. New Orleans had a player at 7'4". Yes, they did. 2.5 feet taller than me. That's really, really tall. That, Jan, is why they did not put you on him. What do you end up with? What do you end up with rebounds? Man. You get 5? Yeah. 2. That's a tall dude. All right, y'all have a great time tomorrow. Appreciate you hanging out. Want you guys to share this, put it out there. We'll have a column in the morning on Thanksgiving morning, so check out the website, theraiderland.com. We will have a column for you in the morning. But tonight, really want you to share this and subscribe to all of our platforms. Brian Ice Raiderland on YouTube, on Facebook, and we have our daily dose of West Texas coming up later tonight as well. We'll put that up there. You guys seem to like it. The one yesterday with Spike Dykes on the cover of Texas Football, Dave Campbell's Texas Football in 1990, really got you guys going. And I thought it was fascinating, too, because that was the year he became $1 million coach. He signed a 10-year contract for $100,000 a year. Joey McGuire now makes $335,000 a game. Not saying it's not worth it or anything, just how interesting it is, how it has changed since that time. Dylan Raiola at Tech, I don't want him. And have a blessed Thanksgiving to you, Jan, as well. Y'all are great. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be with you Friday. We'll be with you Friday night for sure. And huge Saturday coming up here in Raiderland. So everybody be safe if you're traveling. Praying for you guys for safe travels and everything else. And just, try to de-stress and just relax and have some fun, okay? It's supposed to be fun. We'll see you tomorrow. TheRaiderland.com.